Hey guys, so we're back at it with tech news. My name is David.
My name is Ismail.
And today we have a pretty good topic. So, Ismail, what are you excited for 2019? Just new technologies. Like, what do you expect to see in tech?
In tech.
Year?
Okay, so we've heard it around 5G, which is basically what's moving on right now.
Okay.
So I feel like it's gonna take a while for it to like come in and then actually get settled with it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5G. What about? Have you heard about the leaks for the new iPhone, like the cameras and all
yeah,
that?
I've heard like 3 cameras on the iPhone.
How do you feel
like
about that?
I mean, I saw the Samsung A9 2018. It has like 4 cameras.
So what's your thoughts?
I feel like it's too much.
It's too much?
Too much.
Yeah, same here. I don't know, man. It's come to a point where, and we kind of said this in the other video, that they haven't really been able to innovate as much. It's kind of just, now we have 4 cameras. At first it was just 2, now it's like 4. I don't know, Huawei had 3, right, last year?
Yeah.
So, I don't know, guys. I'm actually disappointed, man. I'm not as excited this year for phones. I think one of the biggest ones would be battery life. I would like to see that go up. Also, guys, let us know what you guys are excited about in the comments. Let us know what you expect, tech to be like in 2019. What other things excite you?
Other things, I'm not sure actually, but there's a lot of like new ideas coming in. There's like companies like Facebook talking about privacy, I guess.
Okay.
So if that's an issue gonna be fixed, or if it's gonna still keep going on this year, or if it's gonna get worse.
Okay, got you. So yeah, I'm also, but adding to that, I'm kind of curious to know what SpaceX does this year. Also, in regards to the tunnel, so Houston has become very horrible with traffic.
Yeah.
Right? So like the idea that this man, like that Elon is making these tunnels in California, like it's kind of crazy. Like he's just built, like digging tunnels inside LA. So I'm kind of curious to know what that becomes in the future, and also just Tesla in general. Are you getting a Tesla this year?
No.
No Tesla?
Too soon.
Too soon? Yeah. What color if you were to get a Tesla?
I really like the red color.
The red?
The red or the black one.
Okay, just red? All red?
Red, probably some black accents, like black rims.
Black rims?
Yeah.
Okay. Which model?
I feel like it's kind of like the minivan version, like the Tesla X.
Okay, you like that one?
I like how like the doors open up.
Okay.
I feel like that looks really nice.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I would go with like a red, or maybe I don't know about white, but I don't know. I might even go gray.
Gray looks nice too.
I might go gray. So, but yeah, I think right now, how much are they going for? Like,
I'm not sure, but they're really expensive.
They're really expensive. Yeah, I think Model S is going for around the 40,000 mark.
Probably
around that, but I think Model X is more expensive, man.
Yeah, and then you have to add the configurations, like if you want to do your own stitching, like what type of stitching you want, leather, and all types of details.
Dual motor. Are you gonna? Are we test driving this year? Are we test driving a Tesla this year?
I mean, we better find someone who owns a Tesla.
We did. Okay, so remember, last year we interviewed Jose Velez, right?
Yeah.
So he said that he was gonna get a Tesla. Tell me if I'm wrong. Didn't he promise? Didn't he say I'm gonna get it?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, so guys, in the description, y'all better. I'll make sure to put his phone number, and I'm just no, I'm just messing with y'all. No, but yeah. So if we do get a chance to get our hands on the Tesla, are we driving it?
Yep. We'll probably do a vlog.
Yeah, and I think I'm really excited about like just letting it auto drive. Like how are you gonna keep your hands on the steering wheel, or?
I mean, you're not supposed to, but if it's just kind of scary since we're used to like having someone, even if you're a passenger, you're used to someone like driving the steering wheel.
For sure.
So you might be scared to do it.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be something new. So definitely, we'll probably look into that. What other ideas or other tech? I was thinking about I was thinking about the Mac, like about this year. Like, should they put out another Mac after this year? Should they focus more on iPad, or just iOS for Apple?
Since we already got like a Mac this past year, I feel like there's no need to actually get a new one.
Get a new one?
Since the one that they just came out with has like really good technology, it's like really fast.
Okay.
And I feel like they should focus more, probably coming in a new, like redesign the iOS or like the UI of like the software, I guess, for either iOS, macOS, or any other Apple devices. Just kind of like a new redesign that makes it look kind of a little bit futuristic, I guess.
Got you. And so, can our audience or our subscribers, can they expect you to get the new iPhone this year?
Me? Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, I've been saving up for it, so I feel like with time.
What speaker are you currently using?
Right now my personal is a JBL Charge 3.
Okay.
I've had it for like 3 years.
3 years?
3 years, yeah.
Okay, and headphones.
Headphones, I've had the Jaybirds Freedom for the past 2 years.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm currently rolling with the X3s. I think they're really good. I don't see a point to upgrade. But are you excited about that space? About the headphone noise canceling? And what do you think they'll come up with this year?
Yeah. Well, right now we saw these. What were those? The Sonys.
The Sonys.
The ones that come with that, where you can talk to people while you're using your headphones.
Yeah.
And noise canceling has been around for a while right now, so I think it's still gonna stay the same. And I feel like more headphones or earphones are gonna start implementing a way where you can just keep your headphones on and then keep a conversation with someone like this.
Okay, and I think also battery will definitely improve. They do have fast charging, but I'm kind of interested to see if they can implement that with other devices.
Yep.
As well. Maybe they'll include I really want them to include USB-C fast charging on the Bose.
Yep.
The Bose Quiet Comfort 35s.
Yeah, so that's something I really think it's gonna be this year. USB-C. It's way faster than micro USB, and I feel like after like a year or two, it's gonna turn out to be like the universal thing that used to be before. Like before, it used to be micro USB on almost anything.
Yeah.
So it might be the universal thing, since I feel like it's easier to find cables. Like you don't have to like struggle through like connecting them.
Yeah, you just have one port.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think even like most laptops now, they have only USB-C. And very few have like USB or even the SIM card, which I which I miss. Having the SIM card. You don't have that problem though.
No, I don't.
Tell them why.
Okay, so I have the mid 2012. So they still had all the ports there. They had the what's it called, Fire. I don't know what
I think you had the internet. Yeah.
Firebird. I think that's what it's called, that port. And I have the Ethernet port, 2 USB ports, micro SD, regular SD port.
Yeah, you got all the ports, man. Yeah, so I'm a little jealous, but yeah, because the one I have only has USB-C. But nonetheless, like you're right. I think a lot of even battery, chargers or external batteries, a lot of different little things are gonna have USB-C this year.
Yeah.
Much more than what we had last year. We haven't really given them a tour of like the tech that we use every day. So do you think we should make a video on like what tech we use every day? I mean, we're not,
Yeah, we don't.
fallen, but
Yeah, we're not like those big YouTubers that actually have like their desk full of tech and it's like all LEDs around and stuff like that.
yeah,
But we also have some pretty interesting stuff that helps us with or do our schoolwork or just like regular work.
yeah. So I think most of you guys can definitely like either take something from what he uses or what I use, just on the day to day. I've just been using my my laptop and like 1 or 2 notebooks to go to school. Like, what do you use? What goes in your bag?
For me, it's always my MacBook.
Okay,
They provide me with a school laptop, but they're not
but you
good. Yeah, they even asked me, like school administration asked me like, what happened to your laptop? You haven't used it for like 3 months.
gotcha.
But I preferably like to use my MacBook, since I usually want to just sometimes edit or just do my own personal stuff. like when I'm on the bus or just going around. And yeah, I just feel more comfortable doing my work on my own laptop.
Nice.
Notebooks, I require a notebook for almost every class.
Dang, okay.
So I have to take like 3 notebooks with me every day.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Headphones, I always have my Jaybirds on.
Okay.
Yep.
So can we expect, because I kind of talked on my podcast about just the electrical commuter and just kind of the wave of that. Do you see yourself using your bike to get to school this year? I mean, I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it this semester. I'm going to school every day on my bike. It actually rained today. It was horrible. It was cold. It was, but we're gonna get better.
Yeah. That's another thing. I already did like a, how do you say, like a pre-run on my route.
Okay.
It's actually not that bad. It's pretty chill. Like streets, it's like all.
How many miles?
Almost 4.5 miles.
4.5. Okay, so I think mine's like 3.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
But I'm actually already used to going that far, so I don't feel it that much.
Okay.
And I feel like that's gonna be a thing for me now. I feel pretty good when I'm on my bike, like cruising around. I feel like I actually get to like see everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit more about that. I guess once you start, we'll probably make a video on like what you feel.
Yeah.
I already kind of have a feel for it, but I really want to talk about that. Now let's talk iFix Master. So kind of like what type of things are you looking into this year? Like, you know, stuff like that.
So probably getting to spread like the name out there a little bit more.
Okay.
Either with like people at school or like public places. Since we know some people that have, I guess, their own business, or we meet with people and then we just ask them if we can leave like our business cards like in front there so other people can see our business basically.
Okay, so how do you feel about us hiring people?
Hiring
This year.
people, and we gotta be getting a lot of repairs too.
Getting a lot of repairs. So
Yeah.
focusing on advertising this year, right?
Yeah, advertising, and then once we do that, if the repairs are too much for us, then that's when we can actually need some help. Use some
Gotcha.
help.
Okay, so yeah, definitely, like Ismael said, I think we need to do a better job of advertising, but not just of what we do, because we do have a video of you repairing a laptop, but also just showing people that we know what we do, what we're doing, you know?
Yeah.
With like the tools that we use, the parts, and all that, and just differentiating, you know, between ourselves and other little shops around Houston.
Yeah, and something that I think helps is since we're gonna be showing our tech around, probably show like our tools, like what we use is not something like cheap, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like actually like good quality, and our parts too. So that's probably gonna give people more like of satisfaction knowing that they have a good place to go to.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting to mention that because, I mean, we are in school still. Like, I'm a college student, so I still have like classes, and you're in high school. So how hard is it for you to kind of like balance both of those for you? Like doing your jobs, but also like, you know, your repairs, but also doing your work.
Yeah. Sometimes like when I have homework, like kids want me to do their phones that same day, but I can't. So I tell them I'll probably do it like 2 days or tomorrow.
Gotcha.
And sometimes that's a little bit hard. And then when you actually do the repair, you gotta take some time with it too, and make sure that it works.
Yeah, exactly. So test everything out. So it's not easy, guys, like to have your own, I guess, little side hustle, and also you're in school. But I mean, how has it benefited you, like since you started, you know, at iFix Master, and like?
I mean, if it has helped me like a lot with like, since I'm more like into electronics, like more how they function, and also like I guess getting connection with people.
Okay.
Because then they're like, oh, I have my aunt, my uncle, my dad, or my mom, like their phone has this and that, and then sometimes even people come up to me during lunch. They're like, hey, I need a reset on this phone. Can you do this and that? Even during lunch, I try to help.
Nice. So yeah, and how has it been like in regards to like profit, like for yourself and like?
I mean, it's pretty good. I feel like it's really good when you fix the phone and then you just get paid for it. And you just gotta keep, I guess, the repairs coming, so you can keep making profit for it.
Yeah, so definitely, yeah, we're just focused on just continuing to show people, kind of what we do, our repairs, the parts that we do, and also creating little segments. So we have our tech news, and we also have our podcast and stuff like that. Now, I was gonna ask you, for this year, when you think about, I guess, the business, right, of repair, like, what is something you'd want to learn more about, like, this year?
Something I really want to get more into, like, computers.
Okay.
So more like the processors parts, like putting on a processor and stuff like that. RAM seems pretty easy, but like actually building a computer and getting to understand like how each part works.
Okay.
Or how to put it together, basically.
Okay, got you. Nice. So I think for me this year, I'm gonna be focused more on like the soldering part aspect of like a phone, especially when it comes to, like, let's say that a part in the phone breaks, or you need to resolder something or stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna take up that skill this year in order to be better at like what we do, not just fixing a few things here and there, but actually being somewhat of a pro at what we do. So that's definitely something in mind. Is there anything else you want to add?
Anything else? Phones have basically been pretty much it for me. Probably some tablets. Laptops, it depends on what type of repair it has to be.
Okay.
But I really try to get to know more about like the actual computer itself. Gotcha. And how I can fix like more also like software problems, I guess.
Software.
So since we're doing hardware, we can also try to do more software problems.
Yeah, so definitely, I guess to summarize, we would be advertising, getting more jobs through advertising, but also just owning our own skills, right? Getting better each year. Yeah, so we don't really want to plateau, in other words. So that's iFix Master. Now, for the podcast, what do you think we could do in regards to the podcast?
So far we started pretty good, getting people to interview with us, and we probably get to get more people that are like, I guess, big in some way, or like
famous,
I guess.
Not throwing shade on anyone that has been on the podcast, because like, we love everybody that's been on it, because without you guys, I mean, we wouldn't have a podcast. So I'm sure you meant it in another way.
Yeah, not like famous, but somebody that specializes in something a little bit bigger that people are interested right now. Like, for example, if we were to talk to somebody like specialized in like the 5G or like the actual network, how it works and stuff like that.
Gotcha. So a little bit more tech oriented.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so I think we could include that a little bit more, and we actually included a segment which is called we called it Tech Tuesday, but now it's Tech Wednesday, because it's mostly posted on Wednesdays. So definitely we want to post that. Now Instagram though, like, what are we gonna do on Instagram? I mean, YouTube, we kind of fell off on, like, we're recently posting more on YouTube now, starting off in the new year, but Instagram, man, what do we need to do to pick that up?
Instagram, man? We haven't posted since like a long time. So since we actually have a camera now, we can take better pictures. So probably post a picture of like the repair, or like repairs, pretty much it. Or like back scenes, behind the scenes of like the actual videos or the podcast itself.
Got you. Instagram TV was interesting because people were tuning in to like the little clips on Instagram TV. What else do you want to see on Instagram TV?
Instagram TV, probably better, I guess, previews of our episodes for YouTube. So it might take more work because we have to do like 2 videos, the preview and then the actual video. But I feel like that's gonna draw people's attention a little bit more to come to our videos.
Gotcha. And now, where's your mind in regards to like saving money, like investing, stuff like that? Like, where are you with that? I'm just interested. I don't know.
All right, investing, I'm not really familiar with it, but I've heard of it.
Okay.
It does take time, I guess, to make your money back. But if you really think about it and you're smart about it, like, I feel like it's a good thing that you should do.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I recently started like reading a little bit more on it, and I don't know. Have you heard of an app called Acorns?
Acorns, no.
No. So kind of what it does is it just kind of saves your extra cash whenever you're spending on something, and it'll invest that into like an account, you know, that you can use. So I've heard a few people use it. I don't know if at your school they use apps like that.
I haven't heard.
No?
No.
Okay. So in college, there's a few people that use it, but yeah, definitely I think that's something I was looking into this year. Is there anything else that you're kind of like, you want to look into or you want to discover, learn about this year?
Really learn about is, I mean, tech oriented. Probably like learn more about software based for like computers, like some coding, I guess.
You want to learn coding?
Coding will be good.
Nice.
Since I feel like that's a really necessary skill to have, I guess.
Okay.
For a job or something like that.
Okay, nice. Okay, guys, so definitely stay tuned. I mean, we threw out so many topics in regards to, iFix Master, our tech news, our podcast, all sorts of things. So I think we're really excited for this new year, especially with new gadgets coming out. So yeah, anything else you want to add, Isman?
No, nothing else. Just like stay tuned, and we'll probably make that video where we're actually gonna go through like our tech or our day-to-day stuff that we use to get us through the day.
Okay, last announcement. What are we doing February 6th?
February 6th. Okay, so we actually have I guess it's a meeting.
Yeah.
Or it's not an event where
like a meetup.
Yeah, a meetup. And where people are gonna show up and they're actually professionals that have like their own podcast.
Okay.
And they're gonna teach us about like microphone usage, so that might improve our sound quality in our videos too.
Yeah. So maybe
because we're not pros right now.
Yeah. We're still learning, guys. Are we getting that free microphone?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, man. All right. Okay, so we'll definitely keep y'all posted, and we'll show y'all we'll make a vlog, right? We could probably make a vlog.
We'll probably make a vlog, yeah.
Of like clips of like how that went down. So that's just kind of an idea of what we have going on and what we want to do this year. So this has been Tech News, and we're out.